Good afternoon, and it's Friday the 13th. Lucky for some, as my grandmother always used to say. So today for you, I'm using one of my new bundles. It's the Sweet Songbirds, and it's a photopolymer stamp set and a matching punch, and I just love it. When I first saw it in the catalogue, I thought it was a bit twin, but I've seen stuff that people have done, and I say I just absolutely love it. So what I've got for you today is using one of the new in colours and one of the carryover in colours. So let's get rid of my face and pop you down. There we go. So hopefully you can hear me okay. Just make sure my volume's on okay. So it's a basic card fold, and I'm using Orchid Oasis, which is one of the new in colours. So it's kind of a cross between a purple and a blue. It's gorgeous. And then this is one of last year's in colours that's valid for 2 years. So we've got it for another year, and that is polished pink. And then the leaves I have done, the ones just stamped, you can see, are in Parakeet Party, which is also one of the new in colours. But then I've used Granny Apple Green, and I've punched out some leaves from, it's the Flowers and Leaves punch, which is carried over. So I've punched those out. So what I did was I cut half a sheet of A4 basically, and scored it in half at 14.8 and then again at 7.4, and I just folded it over and glued it down, punched half a circle out, and you can pop a gift card in it. So I'll just prove that you can do that. You can pop a gift card in there. Okay, so I thought it's really neat. I've cased it from Erica Serwin, who's an American top demonstrator. I absolutely love it, and it's really, really easy to make. So let's just pop that so you can see it. Now I'm using my Stamparatus because I'm going to be punching. It's easier. So what I did was I've punched just on a piece of card. I've punched out the songbird, and then you also have the beak, and you have the wings, and that's the tummy. But for the purposes of this card, I just need the bird and the wing. So I can take that out now because I used it to put it where I need it to be. So hopefully when I go to punch it, best laid plans, etc., etc. So I've already cut out my cardstock and I've folded it. So that's the half a piece of A4 in half, and then in half again. You could just use it as a Z fold. You don't need to do it as a gift card holder if you don't want to. So I'll do that this time. I won't use it as a gift card holder. I'm just going to do it as a Z fold. I've already cut my designer series paper. So this is the new in colour 6x6 designer series paper, and I've cut a piece of basic white to just go in as my where I can put my message, etc. I've cut a strip of, this is also new, it's again the in colours, and oops, get it out so I can show you. 6x6 2022 to 2024 in colour 6x6 glimmer paper, and I've taken part in some swaps. So I've already used quite a lot of it, so I had some strips left over, so I'm just going to use those up. So that is that's the length of the white card. On this one I actually did it whole length, but I don't really like it going over the edge, so I'm going to just trim it. So that will just go along the bottom. It's 1 centimetre wide by, I think it's 14.3. Yeah, 14.3. So that can just be glued straight down. In fact, I might need to just trim and adjust. Let's do that first. Get the easy bits out of the way. Oops, got my leaves and my wing there. Oops. So, I just want it near the bottom. Actually, let's put that in first, because what I want it to do is I want it to show slightly underneath. Yeah, I'm going to need to trim that, I think. Stuck to my fingers. There we go. Right, so I just need to literally trim a very, very tiny piece off. That's how much I needed to get off, literally tiny bits. So there we go. Let's get that out of the way. Right, so I'm just going to pop that inside my card for my sentiments and then where I can write my message. Okay, I might need to put my fan on. I've got my window shut because we've got some tree surgeons here today. The management company of the flats behind us wanted a tree cut down, and they've had to use our garden to do it, so that's fine. So we're going to get loads more sun. Right, so that's done, so that's easy. Now you can leave the Z fold like that, or you can glue it down. It's entirely up to you. Now to do the gift card, you would fold it that way and you would just punch out a semicircle. So that's how easy it is. But I'm going to do it as a Z fold, but I am going to just glue it down just to keep it from flapping. Okay. Last time I used the polka dots. What do you reckon? Shall I use? We'll go for the different side so you can see what difference it makes to the card. Just turn the machine on that chews up. So they've got loads of branches that they cut down. So okay, there we go. It's pretty like that. Okay, then I have a square of polished pink. The measurements will all be on my blog later. That's 7.5 by, actually it's 7.6 by 7.6, because this is die cut from one of the new stylish shapes, squares, which are great. So I just needed to do it slightly, 7.5 would have just been a bit too small. So there we go. What I'm going to do first though is a little bit of stamping. So I want to have my branches. Actually, let's do the songbird, then I can put it out of the way. So that's perfect. Now, I don't know about you, I'm a bit OCD. I don't like it when my stamps get really, really discoloured. So I'm just going to pop a bit of Versamark on before I put the polished pink on. And hopefully it just stops it getting too stained. So anything with a red or a pink, they do tend to get a bit stained. So let's just get the ink on there. See, I've managed to get it all over the plate on my Stamparatus. Okay, there we go. So let's pop that away. Don't need that anymore. And just clean it quickly to get that, hopefully get that pink off so that it doesn't stain. So hopefully that hasn't stained it too badly. So let's pop him away. A little bit. You can see when it goes on here, you can see it's stained a little bit. Okay, so now I want to do, so that's the songbird, and hopefully should line up, best laid plans, as I've already said, it should line up. Now you can hold it in your hand to punch it, or like I'm doing because my hand is still a bit sore, pop it on the table and then just make sure it's lined up as you push it down, because it does move. And I just want a little white edge. There we go. That's his tummy, which I didn't use last time because it's just stayed clear. So, and then we have the songbird. There we go. Excellent. Now that's just slightly off center, so I will just literally trim that with my scissors. Otherwise, if it's got all white on one side, it's going to look a bit strange. So when I wasn't on camera, I would have been able to line that up a bit better. Now I did do one on the other one. I'd forgotten to stamp it, so I did just cut it out in the pink, polished pink, which didn't look right, and then I stamped on it. But I prefer it if it's been on the basic white. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to stamp my branch. Oh, I was wondering how I did that. Was it the other way around? So I'm just going to stamp my branch. Let's get a magnet to hold the card in place. So just onto basic white. Get all my leaves and everything. Get them out of the way. Okay, so just want that coming up from the corner, and I'm going to stamp that in soft suede. Because they're so new, really sticky, the stamps. There we go. Stay with my soft suede as well. It's a bit old, but still working well. These are the old style stamp sets, which unfortunately they don't make anymore. And the new ones do dry out much quicker. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm just gonna, no, I want it a different place. So that's a lot darker. I stamped it off last time. And then this time I want it coming in from here. And let's just stamp that again. Let's just ink that up. Don't need the whole thing inked. Oh, I've got it all over my stamp apparatus. That wasn't very clever. That's okay, we'll clean that off. It doesn't touch the paper, so that's good. Right, let's get that away. It's obviously very juicy. As I said, I haven't had to re-ink that, so that's good. That's a lot darker than the other one, but that's okay. So, chamois is brilliant for this. Make sure I've got all the soft suede out of the. I think they'll need a good clean later. Right, so that can go away. And then what I did was this little sign hanging down here, and I really struggled to get, there is a line to stamp, excuse me, but I really struggled to line it up. So I think I'm just going to draw, for the purposes of the video, I'm just going to draw. I'm going to use crumb cake because I want to be able, well, actually, I think I use Sahara sand because I want it to be really pale. And the good thing about the stamp apparatus, if it doesn't come out right the first time, you can just re-ink it. Ah, that's okay. That's good because that will means my my words will show up on that. So, as I said, there is this little hanging thing that you can do, but I really struggled with that, and I think it's my hands are really bad at the moment. So I'm just going to take a fine line pen and draw a line straight down. Okay. So there's my sign. Go up and it's going over. There we go. So now I can stamp my sentiments straight onto there. On that one, I did a little bird told me, and inside, it's your special day, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. And that's going to be for a family member who's got a birthday coming up. And this time I'm going to use a little note of thanks. And you've got these lovely little musical notes. Now, the mistake I made last time was I stamped my musical notes and then I stamped my leaves, and the leaves actually covered over the notes. So this time I'm going to do my leaves. Now, these are brilliant because it's one stamp with 4 leaves on, and you just line it up and they stamp straight at the end of the branch, which is brilliant. So I think I'll use Parakeet Party. So that's another in colour. Beautiful, I love it. Okay. Reminds me of Lemon Lime Twist, although it's a bit greener. Take that off. And I think also last time I stamped these off, but I'm not going to do that this time because I want it to be quite bright. There we go. Oh, look at that. Stunning. Okay, so I'm just going to clean them because I need to move them. And I know there's a bit of a gap there. I haven't lined them up quite right, but I have got my punch out leaves from the Flowers and Leaves punch. So right, let's move that magnet and let's try and line these ones up a bit better. This colour, beautiful. Here we go. That was better. That's much lined up much better. But as I said, I'm going to have the other leaves covering it up. Okay, so now we just need to put it all together. I do like these cases now. You can line up your stamps and you can see if anything's missing. Oh, I just lost. It was crazy. I got the wing out to stamp, got my stamparatus out. I had the Songbird, and then I could not find the wing anywhere. It just vanished, and it had stuck to something. Thank God I found it because I've only just got it, so I didn't want to lose it. Right, let's get that away. I know I haven't done my sentiments, but I'll just use a clear block for those when I'm ready. Okay, so let's get all the bits. So I'm going to just start layering it. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus, put my stylish shape square onto my polished pink, and this is also square, so it doesn't really matter which way round you put it. Lovely, lovely bright colours, stunning, absolutely stunning. So let's just get that out of the way. Right, okay, and then that just goes, literally hangs off, so half across the flap there. Make sure I'm doing the right bit. So, oh, that's my sign. So this needs to be this side. Okay. I'm just going to pop that. So you see where I stamped off yesterday when I was getting it ready. There we go. Lovely. Now, time to do my decorating. So from the Give It a Whirl dies, so I've used loads of sets on this. That's the Cloud Punch, and that's going to go under there and over there. Then these are from the Give It a Whirl dies. Which way around does that go? It might go that way actually. That can go down at the bottom. So just going to put a bit of seal on this and then pop that underneath. Okay, and then with dimensionals, this is going to go on the top. Those are black dimensionals. I think I better have white dimensionals. Someone at the door. I hope my husband hears. Yes, he's going. Just to give the guys, get the guys' cups back, I think. Okay, so let's get this cloud in this corner here. There we go. And the reason I've done that on dimensionals is so I can tuck the leaves underneath. Now, I think this one probably actually needs to go. I made a mistake, so I'm just going to use my spatula. There we go. It wasn't glued down there. That's perfect. So I'm just going to pop my cloud under there. I don't really want it sticking over the end of the cloud, but yeah, that's okay. Pop that down. There we go. And then this one will go on with, so it's just gone slightly over the edge of the card, but it'll still fit in the envelope, that's fine. And then this cloud will also go on with dimensionals. I mean, I have made some cards using the Give It a Whirl dies. It's great, but it's quite intricate doing it. But the little dies that come with it, you've got stars, you've got hearts, you've got clouds. They're just phenomenal. Okay, so that's just going to go over the edge there. That's fine. I wasn't too careful with my placement yesterday. So then my songbird is going to go on. Oh, I haven't done his eyes. Oh, hold that thought. Right, that one we've got eyes closed. So on this one, let's have eyes open. And I'm just going to use my black marker pen. There we go. Eyes are now open. Dimensionals. I'm using the bigger ones for this. There. And then I'll put a tiny one just on his tail, I think. Where's they? Oh, there they are. Yeah, I'll just fit there. Perfect. Okay, so let's get him on. I'm going to get my leaves on, and then I will do my music notes, because as I said yesterday, so we want the leaves to show. There we go. Lovely. Love it. I really love this. Okay. So I've done the eyes. Oh, I don't need to do my sentiment now. Okay, let's get the eyes away. You need to be really careful because you can so easily lose things in this set. Right, what sentiments have we got? A little bird, oh, a little note of thanks I was going to do, wasn't I? Which one's that? A little note of thanks. And I'll just use my black marker pen again. Didn't used to work too well on photopolymer, but I don't know if they've got different coating, but it seems to work now. A little note of thanks. Yay! How's that looking? What do you think? Like it? I'd love you to comment. And if you've got this set and you've made some already, then I'd love to see them. A little note of thanks. Just line that in there. Right, okay, so now all I've got to do, oh, my wing, dimensionals, tiny dimensionals, not tiny, mini dimensionals for the wing. Yeah, I think that looks better. That was stamped onto basic white, whereas that was punched from polished pink and then stamped, but I think it looks better in the white. Okay, now I just need to place my leaves. Now, yesterday I used dimensionals for these, but I think actually I'm going to use glue dots because I don't really want them to be too high. So let's just get some glue dots. Line them all up, and then it's easier to peel them off. And last one. Nearly out of the glue dots. So where did I put those yesterday? Okay, so I'm going to just try and position them a bit more sensibly this time. Let's have some coming up there. In fact, I might not use them all. I think it was a bit overdone yesterday. Yeah, that's okay. So just the no, actually that's a small one, so I'll take that one, pop that one there. And then this one can have a big one. The small one can go there, and the big one can go here. Just need to get my rubber. I'm going to pull the glue dot off. Whoops. There we go, just get the adhesive off. And then pop that one under there like that. That's it. And then we need a larger one up here. Okay, so I won't bother with that. Oh, what do you think? I love it. Really, really love it. So on this one, I stamped inside, it's your special day. So a little bird told me it's your special day, wishing you the happiest of birthdays, and that is for a birthday. And then this one is a little note of thanks, and then you could just leave it blank inside and put your sentiment. So that one I've done as a folded back Z fold, and I did just glue that down. You don't need to. You could do it so that it stands up as a Z fold, and then that one has been done as a gift card holder. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.